Hello everyone. So I am now 2 weeks post-op. So had my breast implant removal, Explant, with capsulectomy surgery 2 weeks ago. And I'm healing really well. So with my last update, it was 5 days after surgery and my drains had been taken out and I felt so much better. So that was really nice. And then within 10 days post-op, I was able to start holding my son again. So my son weighs 27 pounds. So that was really helpful for me to be able to hold him again, be able to start doing some light housework, be able to do things around the house, take care of myself. So I was less reliant upon others. So that was really nice. So one of the biggest questions that people have asked me is, like, how bad does it look physically after having them out? So I'm going to go ahead and be really honest here. The first week after removal was really hard. Looking at them and knowing how they used to look with implants, and then suddenly seeing them, the skin has been stretched out from having the implants. Suddenly the implants were removed, so here your skin is stretched out. That does improve with time. A lot. It does improve a lot with time. So if you are going to be having an explant or considering an explant, don't let the way that they look those first few weeks. You just have to be mentally strong, and you have to just know that it's going to change, because that's what our bodies do. We're women, and if you've ever had a baby before, you know that your tummy got really stretched out, and then the skin slowly tightens back up a lot. Now, depending with pregnancy, obviously, if you gain weight really rapidly, it's going to cause more damage to the skin, which will leave more like saggy, wrinkly skin long term. But with breasts, just kind of depending, if you went really, really, really big, way bigger than your natural size ever was, there's a chance that could have damaged the skin, causing it to stay more wrinkly and excessive. But I'm noticing that my skin is tightening up really well, a little bit each day. I'm very encouraged by the way that it's slowly tightening up. So I don't feel very stressed about that. And I know that about 4 weeks post-op, there's supposed to be what a lot of women say is like the fluffing fairy, which I at first I was like, what the hell is that? But apparently that's kind of where your natural body fat will kind of settle back into your breasts, and you'll regain a little bit of that fullness that you had prior to getting the implants. Those first few weeks post-op, your skin and your body's not really sure what to do, and it's kind of adjusting. The skin's tightening back up, and everything is kind of it feels kind of hollow in there. Almost, for me, I had so much scraping and scar tissue that had to be removed that I literally felt like it was like hollow inside. So that's improving a little bit each day. So physically, the pain is really reducing a lot. My chest muscle had been stretched out because I had implants under the muscle. The muscle's now slowly tightening back down. Still feels sore here, like I had like a really gnarly chest workout, but it's improving a little bit each day. I'm still not cleared to lift weights, so I'm not lifting any weights, just basic like carrying my son kind of thing, but I'm not doing any specific upper body exercises at all. Yeah, my incisions are healing. They still are sore. It still hurts a little bit to sleep on my sides. I can't sleep on my stomach quite yet. Everything's still just a little bit tender, but so much better than it was, that first week post-op. So really encouraging. I feel so happy with my decision overall. So now let's kind of move to, we've kind of covered like physically. Let's talk mentally. So seeing my body change really rapidly, going from having implants for over 3 years to suddenly not having implants, has been really interesting. And I'm so grateful that my personal self-confidence was not placed in my breasts. Granted, I put a lot of my confidence in the way that my body looks because I am a fitness person. I am an IFBB bikini pro. I'm a fitness model. I'm a sponsored athlete for a women's supplement company. So granted, I care about the way I look. I have confidence in the way that I look, but breasts were not the make or break it for me. And I so encourage other women, don't let anything about your body be what makes or breaks your confidence. things can happen to our bodies. We could suddenly be in a car accident. We could have cancer. We could have our breasts removed. You can have breast implants, and that could make your confidence. And then all of a sudden your doctor can say, oh, your body's rejecting the implants. You need to have them removed. There's so many other things that are so much more important about our minds, our hearts, our bodies, our emotions than our breast implants. So that's one of the biggest messages that I've been wanting to just spread with my social media and sharing this out there is, you can get your implants and think, oh, I'm so amazing and hot now, and then find out that you have to remove them. Don't let your confidence be built by any one thing that can be so temporary in your life. And I'm so grateful for me that I had confidence and so many other things about me that this has actually been okay. I did have like one really hard day. I think it was like 4 days post-op. It was the first time that I really showered after my drains had been taken out and I was allowed to shower. It was the first time I really showered, and I cried for like 15 minutes after that shower because it just kind of became more real, and obviously things did not look very good at that time, and I was a little bit brokenhearted, and I just feel like it's hard to adjust to change. But then again, as women, our bodies are always changing. Pregnancy does a number on our bodies that we are strong and we are able to see past that and realize that our bodies are ever changing. So it's been really good otherwise, and I do not regret my decision at all. So in fact, I am so happy with my decision. I actually feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I no longer have to worry about this capsular contracture, the fact that they looked, that they felt hard, that they were not perfect looking when I was naked. They're not perfect looking now when I'm naked, but I mean, I had implants, which cost so much money, and they still didn't look perfect. So it's just, what is perfection? But I feel so relieved that the health problems that now I know are real, according to women who have what's called breast implant illness. I know that to be very real now, and I'm just so grateful that I feel relieved that that's not going to be an issue for me anymore. So very grateful for that, and you guys, I'm loving having small boobs again. Like, I know that sounds really silly, but and I know they're really small, but like, I'm just really happy. I feel like I look more athletic. I feel, people keep telling me I look younger, which that's great. I'm 31 and I'm grateful to look any younger if I can. And I honestly, I felt like having bigger boobs, having implants, because you guys, I had bigger boobs when I was younger before I had babies. I had like a really good size chest, and lost that from having and breastfeeding babies and also getting really lean for fitness. And but the implants just, they stuck out in a different way, and they were more unnatural looking, and I felt like they made me look bigger. Like, they just kind of made me look like I wasn't as lean and small, and now I feel like I'm more like streamlined, just kind of like athletic looking, small boobs, big deal. That's how you know someone really is lean and that they're natural if they have smaller boobs. I mean, there are a few women who are very genetically blessed that have breast tissue that maintains even when they get very lean, but it's kind of a rare commodity. So anyway, yeah, all in all, I'm feeling super good about the way that I look now. I cannot wait to be fully healed so that I can go like kill a chest day. I cannot wait to be able to do pull-ups for the first time again post-surgery. I cannot wait to be able to actually like do chest exercises again, push-ups. Like, there's something so empowering about being able to feel strong and be able to do certain exercises. And having implants impeded me from doing some of those exercises, and so having them gone, I'm not sad. One last topic that I just wanted to cover really quick as I'm 2 weeks post-op is some of the feedback I've gotten on social media. So some of the things I've posted, I've really been just trying to share with women my experience, because I went into getting implants thinking the risks were so minimal. What could go wrong? Everything would be fine. I won't have any issues. I'm healthy. I'm young. I don't smoke. I take care of my body. I did everything that the doctor told me to. I did all the massaging. I took all the medications they recommended. I did everything they asked me to do. And it did not work out for me. My body was literally rejecting the implants by forming huge amounts of scar tissue around my implants. So with that said, my whole point in sharing this on social media is really just to enlighten women to the actual risks that can occur and have occurred for me. And also to share the information about the breast implant illness, because now I have really become convinced that it's very real. But for me, I just feel like the more educated women can be about the risks, the better decision they can make. Some women might feel like it's still worth it to them. They may feel like the implants are very, very important to them, and they would be willing to go through 4, 5, 6 surgeries to have implants. And if that is your choice, I do not condemn that. That is okay. And for some women, I'm sure there are women that it is worth it to them. For me, it was never worth it to me. If I had known ahead of time I was going to have 4 surgeries, I just never would have gotten them, because to me, it just wasn't worth it. I was happy enough with the way I looked before, and I was even placing very well on the national bikini stage without implants. And so with all of that said, I just feel like if I had known ahead of time that this kind of stuff could have happened, I probably wouldn't have gotten them. And I'm sure there's some women out there who would feel the same way, who if they knew they could have problems like this, that they wouldn't have gone through, they maybe wouldn't or won't go through with it. So that's my real message here. It's not to condemn the women who have implants. It's not to make people feel bad or hate themselves for having implants. Heck no, you guys, that is not my goal. I have said this on social media. I am in the business of empowering women, educating, empowering, making women feel like badasses, making them feel like they're choosing their life, they're choosing their health, and whatever that encompasses. My job is not to judge or to make women feel bad about their choices. That is just not why I'm here. So for any women who have felt like that was the message I was spreading, I apologize, and I want to just clear up what my real purpose is. So there's that. And then the other thing I just want to share with, as far as breast implant illness goes, I just want women to be educated about the symptoms of breast implant illness, and that way they can be more aware that if they start to have some of the symptoms, then they can actually go ahead and take care of their bodies and do what needs to be done to get rid of the symptoms and the illness. But if you're not having symptoms, that's fabulous, that's great. Don't worry about this part. But just keep in mind that if you were to suddenly have these symptoms in the future, that you would at least know maybe what's causing it. So breast implant illness, autoimmune associated diseases that suddenly occur after getting the implants, hair loss, chronic fatigue, depression, problems with joint pain, connective tissue. Some women are literally getting diagnosed with autoimmune diseases, rashes, new allergies. Some women have mild to completely debilitating symptoms. It's a huge range. So some women have no symptoms. Some women have like hair loss, or they're really tired all the time and they don't know why, or they're starting to get new allergies. And anyway, some women are so sick. There's a woman who has been messaging me back and forth on Instagram who just underwent her explant. You guys, she has had renal failure, kidney failure. She has been on dialysis for like 8 years. She's had her implants for 15 years. She didn't think that any of this could be correlated with each other. She had chronic fatigue, hair loss, I can't remember her other symptoms, but they were bad. They were really bad. She's been in and out of the hospital for years and years and years, and just didn't think that her implants could have anything to do with this. So this past week, she underwent the explant to remove the implants. She had silicone implants. They were both ruptured. So I don't know if you guys know, but when silicone ruptures in the body, really bad things happen. And you don't know that they're ruptured unless you get an MRI. And MRIs are very expensive, and they're often not covered by health insurance if you're just looking at your breast implants, because it's not like a good medical reason, I guess. So, yeah. And here's the scary thing is they can rupture for all sorts of different reasons. The older they are, the more likely they are to rupture. having a mammogram can easily rupture breast implants. I've heard now from like radiology technicians that mammograms very often rupture breast implants. If you have saline, it's less detrimental when they rupture. Still a problem. You still have to get another surgery. But when silicone breast implants rupture, very bad things happen in the body. It spreads to the lymph nodes, and oftentimes they have to go in and remove all of those lymph nodes as well. And lymph nodes are very important to keeping us healthy and removing the bad things in our body. So, yeah, but brain fogginess, mental, like short-term memory loss, those are other symptoms of breast implant illness. So just be aware, no matter what your choice is, be aware of the risks and the symptoms of breast implant illness, so that if you do have these problems and your doctor cannot find another reason why, maybe you're having thyroid problems or adrenal gland problems and your doctor cannot figure it out, you don't have any other family history of it, there's a good chance that your breast implants are causing that. So anyway, on a happier note, thank you guys so much for following this journey. I'll continue to update as I continue to heal, and eventually I'll show you guys how they look in a bikini, but not yet because they are not fully healed yet. It's only been 2 weeks, and I know that there's more tightening up that my skin is going to do. So here we are, and thank you guys so much for following this journey. And if you guys have further questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments of this YouTube video. And thanks, guys.